For years, Justin Bieber kept quiet while the world watched him rise from YouTube teen star to global pop icon. But behind the scenes, few knew what was truly happening. Now, with multiple lawsuits targeting Sean Diddy Combs and celebrities, stepping up with shocking stories, Justin's finally breaking his silence. What he's revealing is deeply disturbing. Whispered rumors have exploded into serious theories. Old clips have resurfaced. Suddenly, Justin's past with Diddy is under a harsh spotlight, and this time, it's not about cryptic posts or awkward interviews, it's about what Justin allegedly saw firsthand. Word is, he's now calling out a lineup of celebrities and rappers once tied to Diddy. Big names like Usher and Meek Mill are under new scrutiny. And no, these aren't baseless claims. Some of these figures have their own messy history with Diddy, like Meek's leaked scandal. It's all starting to click. Those bizarre party rumors and odd interactions once dismissed are now forming a disturbing narrative. Justin's not staying silent anymore. He's stirring the pot online too. A recent post showed him eating pizza with the caption Diddy X, and fans went wild. With Cassie testifying, people think Justin's post was a deliberate signal. Pizzagate journalist Liz Crokin chimed in, noting the video resembled security footage, just like what Diddy allegedly used for blackmail. Justin's claims suggest he witnessed things no kid ever should. There's talk of sleepovers with disturbing content and twisted control games inside Diddy's circle. For years, people mocked Justin's meltdowns, drug use, and erratic behavior. But now, some see those outbursts as signs of real trauma, and this may only be the beginning.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
It all began with Usher. Before becoming a superstar, Usher was a talented teen chasing dreams. He got discovered by L.A. Reid and signed to Layface Records. But success back then wasn't just about talent, it was also about knowing who to align with and following unwritten rules. That's where Sean Diddy Combs entered. Usher was placed under Diddy's mentorship early on. He was told learning from the top mogul would help his career explode. Diddy had clout and connections, so teenage Usher packed up and moved in with him. The idea was to teach him the business, how to build a brand, and gain fame. But Usher later hinted that what he experienced was far from a typical mentorship.
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
At first, it felt like a dream. Celebs everywhere, high-energy parties, and being immersed in the industry. But the excitement soon turned into discomfort. Usher began noticing strange behaviors, weird parties, and people constantly in and out. The scenes felt more chaotic than glamorous. The atmosphere grew more confusing by the day. Usher admitted it overwhelmed him. He was young, far from family, and knee-deep in a lifestyle that didn't match what Diddy projected publicly. Eventually, that mentorship faded. Usher distanced himself. Though he hasn't gone into much detail, fans have long whispered that those early Diddy years left a deep scar. Now, with Bieber's recent revelations, people are looking at Usher's story through a darker lens. When Usher met Diddy, he was only 13. Diddy even became his legal guardian and produced his debut album in 1994. It looked like the ultimate opportunity, mentorship from an industry legend. But Usher has since suggested that what went on behind closed doors was far more adult than expected. In 2004, he told Rolling Stone Diddy exposed him to a lifestyle way too grown up for a teen. He described being overwhelmed by inappropriate, things no young boy should be around. With new lawsuits against Diddy mounting, Usher's early experiences now seem more like red flags than industry lore.
Can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what kind, do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
During his 35th birthday party in 2013, Usher reflected on those early years and Diddy's major influence on him. According to the Daily Mail, Diddy was in attendance as Usher shared details of his wild teenage years. "I was introduced to everything by Puff Daddy when I was only 15, Usher admitted. He recounted the wild parties and over-the-top lifestyle. Though he acknowledged Diddy's advice was helpful, he made it clear he didn't let the chaos define him. But 3 years later, in a 2016 Howard Stern interview, Usher opened up further. He mentioned Diddy's so-called Puffy Flavor Camp, a name for the wild events during that mentorship. Usher said strange things happened there. When asked if he'd let his kids go, he replied without hesitation, "Hell no." That moment hits different today, with Diddy under fire. What once seemed like fun industry gossip now sounds deeply troubling. And Usher's gone quiet. While other celebs drop hints or speak up, Usher's stayed silent. Not a word. But fans noticed something odd in September 2024. He wiped his X, formerly Twitter account clean. No posts, no explanations. When questioned, he blamed a hack. But the timing. It coincided with the FBI reportedly investigating Diddy. Fans immediately speculated. Some think Diddy still has leverage over him. Others believe the post-purge was strategic, removing any links to deeper secrets. After all, Usher wasn't some bystander. He had a front-row seat to Diddy's private world from a very young age. Now people are wondering, is Usher hiding something or protecting himself? That silence, it's louder than words.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me.
With Justin Bieber now stepping up to talk about his own past with Diddy, fans are connecting the dots. Usher's old remarks don't feel like random stories anymore. They seem like warnings. Warnings about an industry that may have harmed more young stars than we ever imagined. Justin appears ready to speak not just for himself, but for others caught in Diddy's world. Many dismissed Justin's wild years as teen rebellion, but now it's being reconsidered as possible trauma. Sources close to him say he witnessed disturbing scenes at Diddy's parties, ones no minor should have seen, and he wasn't alone. Usher, who'd already lived it, was there too. Justin, still a kid, found himself tangled in that toxic environment. Now, he's reportedly pulling back the curtain, exposing what truly happened when the cameras were off. He claims to have seen how Diddy operated, the unsettling dynamic between Diddy and Usher, and how their mentorship went far beyond music. There was a quiet power imbalance, and Justin got caught in it. After years of dodging questions and deleting posts, it seems he's done staying quiet. He's allegedly ready to unburden himself and speak truth, and he's not stopping at Usher. Justin's now opening up about other stars who got pulled into Diddy's orbit, like Meek Mill. One of the most explosive claims in Rodney Lil Rod Jones's lawsuit against Diddy hides in a footnote, but it's shaking the internet. Jones alleged that Diddy bragged about having Meek Mill and Usher. While neither star is accused of wrongdoing, those names were clearly dropped. Leaked audio has made things even more chaotic.